Hey everyone, welcome back to the Self-Care Punk channel. What's up? It's Matt. It's super late at night. I think it's like 2:45 in the morning. I'm a night owl. A moon baby, as some friends call me. But we're here to talk about um, trying something new. So for me, like tonight's post is really all about challenging yourself to put yourself out there. And yeah, it's super uncomfortable. Like, dude, I'm pretty full of confidence. I've grown a lot in the past few years, but like I've always been pretty confident. But it's like what I put on the outside isn't always how I feel on the inside, right? So I could be presenting like a super confident dude, but on the inside, I feel like I'm mortified and like overly aware of people's. I'm building a lot of stuff in my head, basically. A lot of stuff that is not true. And my challenge to you is like, you know, what is something that you've been wanting to do that honestly it's like in your head is like not that big of a deal, something that you're holding yourself back from because of like how people think or like how you're gonna feel or you're gonna feel outside or like an outsider or whatever. The coolest thing I ever did, like this is pre-covid, like pre-pandemic, is like I live in downtown. Like I live a couple blocks away from my favorite club. I love going out dancing. It's very cathartic for me. It's very, I don't know, I love it. It recharges me, and like I do it at least every Friday, and not every time. Like tonight is Friday, and I'm inside, relaxing, watching videos, reading, checking up with friends, myself. Yeah. So anywho, mellow Friday night. So I did not go out, but very tempted, especially if after seeing the Instagram of the club I go to. Um, but basically, like the story to leave you with tonight is like I love going out dancing, and I moved to a new city, and I move around quite a lot. And this is the first city that I've lived in for the longest period of time, which is about 5 or 6 years, going on 7. And before COVID, I was like, dude, if you want to go out, if you want to go dancing, like if you don't have people to go with you, just fucking go, just do it. And it was like a crazy. I was like, what? And I've traveled alone before, and like it's been fine. I've gone out, and I had a great time. But like for some reason, the energy when you're traveling is different. When you're traveling, you kind of just channel your best self. You channel your most adventurous self. Whereas when you're in your home city, it's challenging because you're like, I don't know. It's such a strange like you limit yourself. I think when you're in your home city or where you're currently living, and at least this is my experience. So I just decided I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go to the club. It's 2 blocks away, low investment. If the vibe's off, I'm not into the music. The music for me has to be pretty it has to be good, or I'm gonna, the music sets the mood for me for the most part. And then setting intentions. Like my therapist back in the day, a few years ago, gave me the best advice ever, which was, what are your intentions for tonight? Like, what are you intending on setting the tone for? And I was like, I never thought about that. And what was cool is now what I do whenever I go out to a big party or to an event, or especially when I'm like alone, I say like what my intention tonight is. I am gonna go out, and my priority is to have fun for myself, and that does not rely on anything else. I'm going to, let's say some nights I'm like, I'm gonna get strongly buzzed. Other nights I fully am like, I'm gonna get super drunk. Or I'll be like, I'm only having one drink, I'm only hanging out for a couple hours, and I go home because I got to do something else the next day or whatever. You set the intention. For me, it helps. Because I love to have a good time, and I am more than happy to stay till closing, but I can't always do that, right? So it's like, I liked setting those intentions. The other intentions are things like uh, being social, being really friendly with people. Or if you're really looking for tail, like I'm gonna hook up with someone tonight. Or I'm willing to make out with some tonight, but I'm not gonna bring them home. You know, being really clear about like what you want out of the night, so you're not like, I don't know, like feeling lost or like confused. Or for me, it was like early on when I was going out, I'd be like, I don't know, I didn't meet anyone tonight. And my friend would be like, was that your intention? And I was like, no, I wanted to go out dancing. And they'd be like, well, then you had a great night. Like you accomplished what you wanted to do. And that really clicked with me because I love going out, and it is a thing that I like to do. I like to be around people. I like to talk to strangers. I like to talk to bartenders. I like to dance. I like to feel the vibe of the music. There is nothing more spiritual to me than when you are dancing in a group of like a few hundred people or thousands, whatever, and you are all feeling the vibe of the music and you're dancing and doing your thing, and you have all like lost touch with like your mind, and you're basically just dancing. It's very primal to me. I find it super super spiritual and meditative, and I love it. And for someone who's super in their mind a lot, like getting in my body is like that's how I do it. So nightclubbing to me, it's not for me about meeting people. I think that is now for me a cherry on top, and I love that. And when I do meet great people, it's even cooler because again, it's a cherry on top. Like it's extra credit, meaning it's like it's not something I expected. It's not something I was looking for. It was not something that I had to accomplish. It was just something that happened, and so that's actually like been the biggest shift in my perspective with not only going out but like going to museums, like doing anything, like even just going to work. It's like I have no expectations for the day other than I'm gonna try and stay chill and be happy and be zen and just do me. And specifically for weekends and personal time, they're really important to me. And when I go out dancing, my main priority is to have fun and to tear it up on the dance floor and to meet cool people. Like, and that's what works for me. So tomorrow, pretty sure I didn't even explain this in the first part, but we'll see. Full transparency, I took a teeny little edible earlier today, so radical transparency, right? Don't care. Earlier today, as in like an hour or two ago. Anywho, tomorrow I'm going to a new nightclub. It's gonna be amazing. I'm putting myself out there because I don't care, and I want to go to this place because I've been looking forward to it for a very long time, and it's like whatevs. I always want to go with people, but being with people is always fun too. Like if they're on your level, you're like, yeah, we're into it. But hell yeah. So stay tuned. I probably won't post anything here on YouTube, but I'm gonna probably post it on Instagram. So much love. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your July. Bye.